Yo, what up, everybody? I should have waited to go live until I got on the interstate, leaving from the Aces um, MC Clubhouse. Those brothers showed me mad love today, and I'm extremely appreciative and grateful, um, along with everybody else that reached out and said what's up and everything, checking on me. Uh, so the rain is coming down. Look how good God is, man. Waited till I got the U-Haul, got the bike loaded, and before he let it start raining on me, so that way I wouldn't be out here in all this rain dealing with all of this stuff. I'm good, y'all. I feel good. I'm nice and full. Them ribs and that catfish, and the potatoes and the cabbage. Well, I should say coleslaw. Woo-wee. It's gonna be a struggle getting down this mountain now. But I got a beautiful wife waiting at home for me, so that's definitely inspiration. But I'm gonna really take my time. I'm not really. Ugh, I don't. The bike is strapped down in the back of the U-Haul, guys, and old Ruby Red. And I ain't even mad at her, man. You know, she just a little tired, but we're gonna get her the love and attention that she needs. Get her back up and going. Cause we got some. Look at here, we got some business to handle. Let me see if I can remember how I got in here. Um, yeah, I'm not really digging the way it's strapped down, but it was the only option that I had. It's rain is starting to come down pretty bad now, so I had to just deal with it the best that I can. And leaving from the dealership to the Aces Clubhouse was about 30 minutes. And trust and believe, Knoxville got some roads that need some addressing on the interstate at that I-40. Um, so I hit a few potholes and ruts and stuff that I thought for sure was gonna, you know, mess me up real good. But thank God, I turned here. I remember turning here, so I'm gonna turn back here. I need to stop and fill up with some ice. Got some water in my tank bag that is not on my tank because of obvious reasons, and I got about a 3 hour ride to get down the road. I tell you what, the ride up was really nice. Traffic was pretty good. Um, I was riding through 40 once I passed Asheville, looking at some of the devastation that's still left behind from the storm that came through the other day. And it was pretty amazing to see it, even though they have started to make some necessary repairs. A portion of 40 is still pretty bad. And some of the bridges, a couple of the bridges they were redoing, so it's reduced to one lane. And I think what I want to do, I don't think I know what I want to do is I want to take a ride back up through there. We used to go, not every year, but almost every year we would ride up to what's that? I mean, Lake Lore. And I hear Lake Lore was devastated really bad from the storm. And but I think what I want to do is I want to take a ride up through there through the back roads and see how it looks. I don't know if any of you guys have been up there since the storm or not, but yeah. So coming through 40 though, like I was saying, it was a good ride. I left out about 7 o'clock this morning, and the temperatures were in the 60s, and yeah, in the high 60s, but it was cold though, man. It was cold this morning. I thought for a minute I was going to pull over and throw on my under jacket, but I thugged it out, y'all. Thugged it out and just kept pushing, and it did. It warmed up. Okay, let's see here. So 40. Get over here. Yeah, I was gonna hang out with these brothers for a little bit longer, but man, look at here, man. It's already starting to get dark here in Tennessee, and the rain is really starting to open up. And I got this big old hunk of a truck, so I want to just hurry up and get down this mountain as quick as I can before it gets super dark. Uh, because I really have to take my time because of the way that the motorcycle is strapped down back there. There's no there's no spots that appear to be to the frame. So yeah, so I tied it down as like I said as best I can. So with that said and done, as I go down this road, I'm just chilling. I'm relaxing. I'm taking it nice and easy. And then with this rain, look at that. Oh, okay, they're pulling it in. I thought it was flying out. And with this rain too, man, listen, I might have to hop on the radar and see what's going on. And because if this gets any worse than what it's looking like right now, I don't even want to go down. I don't even want to drive in this stuff. I would much rather ride my motorcycle in this rain than drive this truck in this rain. True story. Um, but I ain't riding that thing. But she broke, y'all, for now. And but again, on the way up though, it was a really good ride, man. I was making good time. Traffic wasn't bad until we got to the spots of where the damage still was at, and it was reduced to one lane. But then, of course, it was. Uh, yeah, it's coming down really bad. So y'all keep me company. What y'all up to today? Mm, East, for the East is what I wore. For the East is what I wore. There's some of these comments coming through, um, but I'm learning my lesson because a lot of these guys will say all kind of stuff, um, and but I'm learning not to even give them any attention because it's just not worth it. So I'm doing better. I'm doing better. Living you learn. All right, so this guy's coming down, and he's coming down pretty hard with that camper. All right, we in there like swimwear. I should have said that. We in there like Flint, and take my time and get on down this road. All right, so I'm gonna definitely go ahead and end this live because there's no way any attention in this weather right here. It's coming down really bad. Wiping is at max speed, and I just really want to get home though. I can't really afford to pull over and wait it out. So, so I'm gonna just take my time. It's not that I haven't written in worse, but in this big old box of junk food. Yikes! Every time I hit a bump, I'll be like, oh, yeah. I didn't see this in the forecast. Of course, when I mapped out my trip, um, my plan was to hit up the ride at here in Knoxville, riding tall, and uh, and I've already been out of here by now on my way to Montgomery, Alabama. Um, and it did show that there was a chance of rain as I made it into Alabama. Uh, but this year, it's pretty bad, y'all. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Probably not because of the microphone that I'm using. You certainly can't see it. And I ain't got time to be finagling with this camera to show it to y'all because I got to stay focused on this road. Yeah, good driver. And, but but the traffic is not too bad right now. I think everybody understands that this stuff is bad, and some people even have their hazards on. Okay, well I can stay in this lane. Making our way home. I was talking with the wife earlier, and it's almost weird how good I feel about a situation that ain't so good. It doesn't make sense at all to me because I'm extremely happy and positive. and with some riders over there. I don't know why riders do that. That is one thing I do not do. There's about 4 motorcycles over there underneath the bridge. And I hear a lot of guys talk about that, how they will stop underneath the bridge because of this rain. That is, for me, in my opinion, that is one of the worst things to do because these people on this road can't drive, number one. Number two, uh, you're not as visible as you think you are. Um, and sometimes people can be looking, trying, and as they say, where your eyes go, you go. And if you're underneath a bridge trying to keep from getting wet, number one, you're already wet. One more exit ain't gonna kill you. Matter of fact, if you don't go to the next exit, it could kill you. So, just a word of advice to my fellow riders out there: please stop stopping under bridges. Please do not stop under bridges. Again, if you put on your rain gear, bro, sis, just get to the next exit and get off. You're already wet, so what's the difference? Get to the next exit, get off the highway, change your gear, do what you got to do, and then get back on. Hey, oh my goodness, I can feel the back of the truck shaking, and I hope my bike is still upright back there. Oh my goodness. You can't do nothing to avoid it because you got a big 18 wheeler next to you. And so you just gotta, man, I hope she's still upright back there. Those of you who know the words of prayer, send up a prayer for your people. Um, but for real, back to what I was saying, stop stopping under bridges, guys. It's dangerous. You got these folks right here in these 18 wheelers. Now, if any of you guys are watching, you drive tractor trailer, God bless you. And I hope this doesn't apply to you, but you truck drivers, man, y'all got to do better, man. They be swerving and I don't know what they be doing up there in that cab. Um, Coming over in your lane and break it down, Retro, break it down. We don't come to a standstill. Ladies and gentlemen, saints and ain'ts, everybody, including Lottie Dottie, I got 108 miles to get to Asheville. And then once I get to Asheville, I still got about another 100 miles to get home, give or take. Um, so tomorrow is Saturday, and I'm excited about this weekend. It's Pentecost Sunday, and I'm looking forward to that. So church will be off the chain on Sunday, Lord's will. Church will be off the chain, and maybe we can see some chains broken. How about that? Yeah. But like I said, I was telling the wife, I am in such a good mood, which is a good thing. And that sometimes we fail the test, and then God gives us another opportunity to pass the test. So He will present us with similar scenarios to see how we do it the next time around. And I can truly say that I passed this test. We were talking last night about the cut versus the clergy. And, here I am. I was actually on my way to church, y'all. I was stopping in Knoxville, and then I was on my way to Montgomery, Alabama for our summer conference for the PMMW Prophetic Miracle Ministries Worldwide. And was looking forward to it. Seeing some of the saints and everything and seeing what the Lord might have to speak to me while there. And then this, right? But here's the thing that you got to understand. Sometimes it's not so much about the completion of a thing, but the willingness and obedience to do a thing. So I didn't complete my trip, but I was obedient to God. There were some things um, that the Lord laid on my heart about, this trip and so on and so forth. And I was obedient pertaining to those things. And maybe that's why I'm so happy and in such a good mood, because I know I completed my part and the rest is on God. A broken bike is, I mean, you can look at it as a breakdown. I look at it as a setup for a blessing. I mean, it is what it is. You know, God's got everything in control. Sometimes we force an issue, um, and and it ends up worse than what it could have been. So again, I'm gonna go. I'm starting to feel a little bit tired. It's amazing how when I drive a car, I get tired. But on the bike, I can ride for hours and hours and days. Um, but in the car, not so much. So my eyes are feeling a little bit heavy, but uh, but I'm good though. Let's see here, 215 miles until fill up, so I can definitely. Ah, man, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it! You can't avoid potholes, so I mean, you swerve, and sometimes it'll do more damage than just actually hitting the pothole. I done lost my train of thought at that pothole so hard. Whole truck feel funny now. I was saying I definitely got time, enough fuel to get to Asheville. So once I get to Asheville, I'll top off and check the bike, make sure she's still upright, and I don't need anything to eat so that I can stay up and alert. This is when I'm on the bike. I'm chewing and spitting some pumpkin seeds all day. Just I don't know what it is. It just keeps me up. So when I stop to fuel up, I'll give me a bag of. Still got some left in here, but it's almost done. Typically, I like to have an extra bag on the bike uh, just in case, or in my tank bag anyway. Like I said, man, when you see that tank bag on the bike, I'm getting ready to do some work. I'm getting ready to get out there and hit that left lane. And we was moving this morning, man. Had a good ride coming up the mountain until this, and I was 5 minutes from the spot too. 5 minutes from the spot. Oh boy. So now my options with this motorcycle, guys. Um, Definitely gonna need some motor work. Got to go in the motor to fix it, and that's the top end and not the bottom end. But I know that the bike has high miles. I ride it hard. I don't beat it up, but I ride it hard. And so it might be a good time to do one or two things: replace the motor altogether, or um, just go in there and rebuild this one. So that way, I know I'm good to go. I was thinking about slapping a cam in it and letting them, refresh the motor and do whatever else, to be done. Cam plate, all that stuff. Oh boy, too early for that. Um, so when I get home, I'm gonna check with Dewey down at D&D Performance, and he told me, this is Dewey, he's a master tech down at D&D Performance in Mooresville. He told me, he said, Retro, we can go on this bike and we can build it to where you will be blowing out folks on with the 131. Um, so I may have to take him up on that and let him go in there and do his thing. Then there is what the heck was that? And then there's my guy, Big Swin, up in Fayetteville. So that's also an option. I'd have to, of course, travel to get it up there to him, but I mean, it's just Fayetteville, ain't too far. Because that's what he does as well. So, real talk, I might call him here in a little bit and get his opinion on the matter. I know he can get it done because that's what he does. Big Swins, Big Twins up in Fayetteville. And if you go into his shop, chances are you're going to see his certificate, NC Four Corners certificate of completion hanging on the wall. He rides with Worldwide Riders, and they knocked down the NC Four Corners and several other states as well. Georgia, North Carolina, Maryland, and trying to see if it was one more. So shout out to Worldwide Riders for oh boy, here we go for supporting Mission 448. Okay, so the rain has subsided. Thank God for that. Uh, Still a little sprinkling going on, and I haven't even checked the radar to see if it's completely moved out or not. But this definitely is a window, even if it is going to come back. Got a little window it appears right now to get down the road a little bit. But I'm still just going to stay out here in the right lane. No left lane for me in this big old 15 footer. This little motorhome in front of me is it's really snailing though. I can't snail that much. He running all off the road, literally hitting the rumble strips. I'm gonna get away from around him because he out to cause more problems a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and scoot on around him. Oklahoma. My goodness. Daddy used to want one of them things. Winnebago. Uh, back in the day. Back in the day, back in all right. Y'all quiet, I'm quiet. I guess we go ahead and end the live. And I'll just hop on and let you guys know that we are en route back to the Carolinas. Ruby Red is hopefully still secured in the bag. Last time I checked on her, she was upright. So we probably got about 2.5 hours to go, give or take. I guess I'll get home and start searching for the parts that I need, and I'll check with my resources to see if this is something that I can hand off to the pros, or if I'm just going to go ahead and fix it myself. Let's see. If I had your money, I'd just drop it off at the shop and tell them to build it out. But since I'm working with my money, I may have to fix it myself. Oh boy. There you go yawning again. Oh, God almighty. Hey guys, we're gonna holler at y'all, okay, man? We're gonna let y'all go. And again, that's the update. We're en route, heading home, getting you home. Got a little help from a few people that want to show some love. I didn't ask, they offered, and I accepted. It's funny because I was just having a conversation with somebody the other day about how you have to be careful that you reject help that someone wants to offer uh, because you could be blocking their blessing. And so I said, you know what? Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll take it. So they hit the cash out. Appreciate that. We are on the way